tonight. 9 boards.
And 4 assists.
Just your average All-American evening.
Oklahoma really struggling to hit their shots. They're 33% from the floor, and it's been this pressure defense by Connecticut, switching things up.
This is Selman who has come back into the ballgame. Dales tries to take it inside, and a reach-in foul, I believe, on Taurasi. And it is. That's 2 on Diana Taurasi, the sophomore from Chino, California.
Well, we heard that all the way. Gina Mariano said she wasn't shooting the ball. But Stacey Dale, she's going to have a busy next couple weeks. Gets married to her fiance, Chris Schumann, who she met in class. And he was reading, it was a communications class, and he was reading the newspaper. And at the time, she was the number 2 in the assists in the Big 12 behind Adrena Brown from Texas. And he said, "You're only number 2?" And threw the paper at her, and from there it was love at first sight, I guess.
Sounded like a rocky start.
Well, they get married in April.
Well, our best to them, 56-43. Bird, nice catch.
The thing that impresses me, too, is her footwork. She doesn't get caught for the travel with that bad pass.
Taurasi leans into one, fight for the rebound. Asia Jones comes up with it, and because Kaiten Hill went to the floor, there was nobody there to check her for the easy follow.
Well, you can see Oklahoma is really trying hard on the boards to screen that Husky team out, but they are relentless.
Jackson kicks it outside. Caulfield against Bird. Dale picked up her dribble. Tipped out of bounds by UConn with 12 on the shot clock. Conlon will come back in, and Taurasi will get a rest. Chino Auriemma trying to alternate his starters and keep everyone fresh to an extent. Jackson, nice play off the baseline. Conlon commits the foul. Would have been a big bucket for Jackson. Would have had a shot at a 3-point play, but she will go to the line for a pair. Jackson, just a freshman out of St. Louis. Been a good reserve off the bench this year. Good ball handler. Provided them instant offense. And even at 5'9", averages nearly 5 rebounds a game.
And this Oklahoma bench is deep. They've got a lot of bodies out there, but Deanna Jackson is the one that provides most of the offense. 58% of the bench comes from her scoring-wise.
Missed both free throws. The lead is still 15.
Asia Jones is so strong working inside to get position. She's been open, but the ball movement on the perimeter has been a little slow.
There's a switch and bounced off the knee of Tamika Williams.
Even though it's a turnover, you have to like how Connecticut was able to adjust and come up when they weren't getting the ball inside to come up and use the pick and roll.
We're at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio playing for the national title. Oklahoma and UConn. UConn has led all the way. Oklahoma tied it at 2-4, but they have never had the lead in this game, and that's a familiar spot for Connecticut. They have trailed some 50 minutes the entire year in 39 games, and now Bird will go out to get a breather. Still plenty of time to go, but if you're an Oklahoma fan, you want to see some signs of a comeback right here. Jackson goes all the way to the baseline, all the way underneath, double teamed and blocked. Got in too deep at 5'9".
She tried to create something, but as you said, got too far underneath, had nowhere to go.
Taurasi, nice one-hand pass to Jones. Fall-away jumper won't go. Here comes Dales. She loves to run. Tried to get it to Hill, but it's another turnover in UConn basketball. And
Ashley Battle knocked the ball away. Stacey Dales thought she was going to have a nice dish off, but the floor just really wasn't quite spread enough.
Taurasi looking over at Gino Auriemma to see what he wants. Jones outside. Taurasi backing down in the lane. Good anticipation by Jackson to get the steal. 3-on-3. Ross, who's been quiet. Now to Dales for a 3 way off. Offensive rebounder Ross. Dales penetrates, scoops, and got it, and draws the foul.
If they can get more cuts like that, opening up the floor. Stacey Dales came from the weak side, all the way opposite side of the ball, with a nice pass inside. Diana Taurasi on the other side. Give credit to Deanna Jackson. As soon as Taurasi was trying to post up and get inside position, Jackson kind of let go, and Taurasi fell down.
Dales can't complete the three-point play. It's 58-45. Oklahoma missing a couple of opportunities here in the last couple of minutes to cut bigger chunks out of that lead. If you're wondering why Taurasi is just holding the ball in backcourt, there is no 10-second count in the women's game. There is a backcourt after you cross it, but no 10-second count. Here's a reach-in steal. Caulfield going for the layup. Blocked from behind by Cash. Caulfield slowed down a little bit to come under control. Sherry Cole doesn't believe there was not a foul on that one. 11:23 to go in the game. UConn by 13. Here's Nancy.
Well, thanks, Mike. 40 of the 58 points in the game have come from UConn's triplets in the middle, Jones, Cash, and Williams. As you can see right now, none of these players have been touched by an Oklahoma player. You've got to meet them with force. You've got to have some contact, or it's going to be just a layup drill for them. In the first contest, they had 43 points. And you can see what's happening tonight. They are absolutely dominating. And don't you agree that the Sooners have got to be more physical with them?
Well, they're trying to. They just don't have the players to do it, especially when they're running the four-guard offense. And Gino Auriemma talked about coming into this game that his frontline players, not only one, had to establish defense, but they had to make themselves hard to guard. And they've definitely done that for Oklahoma.
Offensive foul called away from the ball. Against UConn. And it was called on Ashley Battle. That will be her first. And the 16th Husky turnover of the night. Oklahoma still within striking distance, down by only 11. But UConn has kept them pretty much at bay when they get that close. That pass went right through the legs of Lanisha Caulfield.
And Sherry Cole was just kind of shaking her head on the sideline, and those are the kind of turnovers that is hurting her team.
Bird. Nice bounce pass inside to Asia Jones. Another backdoor cut, as Nancy said, layup drill.
Asia Jones, the versatility of being able to run the floor and having a repertoire of shots.
Caton Hill switched to the left hand, couldn't hit it. Bird. Nice catch by Cash. She goes to the left hand. Caton Hill hustled down, got the rebound.
Caton Hill was so concerned about Asia Jones behind her, and she was waiting to get somebody the ball off the outlet. She gets called for the travel.
10:22 to go for a national championship. Bird off the inbound. That great hesitation dribble. Oh, what a beautiful cut. Beautiful pass. Tamika Williams and Asia Jones combining on a classic play.
That's the one thing Sherry Cole talked about. You cannot help out on the double team. And it's so hard sometimes to teach the kids unless you have more than one day to really prepare for your opponent. But you cannot double team, because that is what's going to happen, is those back doors like that. And Sherry Cole knows her players have to help out a little bit more off the other rotations.
There's a foul on Sue Bird, and Caulfield is very lucky she was not called for a technical.
Well, Nancy Lieberman talked about Oklahoma being a little bit more aggressive, and I think that is just frustration right there.
Actually swung her elbows very wide and then gave a little forearm shiver against Sue Bird. Officials will normally give you a little latitude in a game that means this much, but not more than that. (62-49). 10 minutes to go for the title from the Alamo Dome. And no matter who wins this game, they will remember the Alamo Dome. Asia Jones lost it. Nice tip by Caulfield. Here comes Ross.
And that's the thing Gino Auriemma talked about this particular game, too. He felt that with Oklahoma, it would be a very entertaining game for people to watch.
Caton Hill kicks it back out to Jackson. Little shovel pass to Stacey Dales. Back inside to Caton Hill. Double teamed and fouled by Sue Bird. That'll be 3 on Sue Bird.
And Sue Bird cannot believe it that it's not a jump ball. She does a great job helping out. Once the ball goes inside, Caton Hill puts it on the floor. It's all ball, and then it's across the arm. But that's when they call it is across the arm.
And Caton Hill did a good job of turning her body so her arm did get involved in it. Because Sue Bird, for a couple of seconds, you're right, was just all over the ball. Free throw missed by Hill. They are 9 of 15 in this half.
Caton Hill for 8 years took dance, jazz, and tap, and piano. She said, my parents exposed me to everything.
Like do a little Irish stomp right now inside. 62-50 Hill with another steal. She's shown great hustle tonight. Bird got back on defense. Ross for 3. Huge shot. They've cut it to 9. Can the Sooners make the comeback? Caton Hill, an unsung hero in this game. And this time, hustle led to points as Ross hits the 3. We're down to single digits. 9:05 to go. Oklahoma making a run. They have cut it to 9 with 9:05 left for a national championship in San Antonio. You knew they wouldn't go away.
Well, they've been down before, and there's no quitting those Sooners.
They've scored 10 of the last 14. Taurasi. That'll be a block. And it's on Dales, her 3rd. So Dales has 3, as does Caulfield. 3 for Taurasi and Bird for UConn.
It may not have seen it, Mike, but that was an unbelievable cut by Diana Taurasi off that high post. Normally, players will go to the outside, but as quick as she was coming back inside, I think it surprised the Oklahoma defense.
Taurasi and Bird, both exceptional free throw shooters. Back to 11. Looking for Dales, trying to run the baseline, but they have other options. Bodies fly. Jackson again got in a little deep and couldn't convert. Taurasi picked up by Dales, and here's an offensive foul.
We saw Swin Cash do that before. Gino Auriemma's not happy with the results.
Asia Jones called for that one. It's her 3rd.
You see Jones pushing off, and what happened was when she dipped down to the right, then she pushed left, and the arm was way too far out there.
3 on Jones, so 3 Connecticut starters. Saddled with 3 fouls right now. And Gino Auriemma telling her why she was called for that. Caulfield at the line. Big free throws now, and the rest of the way with only 8:32 to go. Caulfield hits the free throw.
When she started playing basketball, her dad coached her, and then her mom kind of took over. She also played softball. Her mom coached her in softball, and 2-sport athlete.
She's hit 6 out of 7 from the line, has a dozen. And Sherry Cole in an upbeat mood as her team is back on the 9 again.
And even when she's gotten mad, she's got a smile on her face. That's what Gino Auriemma said. She's too happy.
Well, she'll be wildly ecstatic if they can outscore Connecticut by 10 down the stretch. 6 on the shot clock. Bird has to go back and retrieve it. Kicks it out to Taurasi, wide open for 3. couldn't hit it, but Williams with an offensive rebound and a fresh shot clock for Connecticut. Williams in the double team and has to use a timeout.
Oklahoma worked so hard on the defensive end and then not to come up with the offensive rebound Connecticut did.
So often that three-point shot will lead to a long rebound. Even if you have good position, the other team manages to get it from you. This has been an entertaining ball game. And how often have you seen it? The big shots that Bird has hit, the big shots that Dales have hit. Your All-Americans are the ones that seem to take the shots at the critical moment, and invariably they make them.
Well, they want the ball. They thrive on pressure, and both coaches have talked about the presence that both those players have on the floor, the calming effect that they have with their teammates, and that they know that they're in control.
Taurasi to inbound. Swin Cash backing in against the double team. When Dales had her arms straight up, they're going to call her for the foul. That will be 4 on the All-American from Brockville, Ontario.
Well, you got to give credit to Connecticut to go right at Stacey Dales. She's got 3 fouls, and Swin Cash wanting the basketball to attack her, trying to come up with the 4th foul, and they do.
And Sherry Cole knows she can't take her out of the ball game, even with 4 fouls and 7:53 to go on the clock. This is it. Swin Cash gets the roll. 18 points for Swin Cash tonight and 11 boards. Some double-double in a national championship game. It's the second one as well. UConn responding to the Oklahoma run. They're 7:53 away from being undefeated. Oklahoma and UConn playing for the national title at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. The lead is 11 with 7:53 to go. Connecticut trying for 39-0 and a 3rd national championship, and now Stacey Dales will sit down with those 4 fouls. How long can they leave her there?
Well, they need her 3-point shooting. Oklahoma is 5 of 13 from 3-point range. Connecticut 0 for 6. They have not knocked down a 3. They haven't had to.
Caton Hill trying to penetrate. Nice bounce pass to Talbert. Missed the shot. Got her own rebound. Pump fakes and scores.
Well, that was a big rebound because Connecticut is dominating 36-20 on the boards, and Sherry Cole continuing to cheerlead on the side.
Now Connecticut can use a little time off that clock. Jessica Moore, the redshirt freshman, is in. She's number 31. Bird keeping the dribble alive. Now has to pick it up. The steal by Talbert. Excellent defense. Boy, you take it away from her, you've done a great job.
Well, she did. Bird did a good job cutting the corner, but the double team was too much on her, and she couldn't get an open look off the pass.
20 turnovers by Connecticut. Hill with a drive. Can't hit the shot. UConn ball. Boy, and the Oklahoma bench was up calling for a foul again.
You know, this Connecticut team, again, #1 in the nation, field goal defense. The Sooners struggling to get shots to fall.
Taurasi, great use of the screen. Missed the shot, but Williams with a follow. Williams and Asia Jones have just been sensational inside. The lead back to 11.
Williams has only missed 1 shot, 6 of 7 from the floor. Coming into the game, shot over 70%.
Jackson, they left her alone to take the 3. She missed it. Caulfield, offensive rebound. Ross for 3. Ross has come up big. She has 14, and it's an 8-point game.
So one thing you knew about this Sooner team coming in, they can shoot the 3s, and Gino Ariema said that was going to be a concern as far as trying to find who they were and get somebody on them.
Bird looks inside. Taurasi forced it, got it back, and scored. Another offensive rebound for the Huskies.
The second and third opportunities really hurting Oklahoma.
You just can't teach size. And that's what UConn has inside.
Oklahoma.
30-second timeout called by Oklahoma.
Diana Taurasi using her size, trying to go inside, and misses the first one, comes back off the second one. Jackson at 5'9" and Taurasi at 6 foot. But Taurasi is so confident in her ability to post up or face the basket.
Let's go to Michelle. She has more on Diana Taurasi.
Well, Mike, we're going to see a lot more of Diana Taurasi in the next couple of years. She knows she's going to miss these seniors terribly, but I asked her if she was ready to take over as the team leader, and she said, oh, yeah. And the seniors all tell me Diana is not afraid to say anything. She hates to lose. She was the leader on the U.S. Junior National Team over the summer, and Sue Bird tells me Diana will have UConn under control next season, Mike.
Michelle, you know who specifically is not going to miss the 4 seniors? Pat Summit of Tennessee said she might go to UConn's graduation and cheer when those 4 get their diplomas.
Well,
you can't blame her. She'd have a lot of company, too.
And Diana Taurasi's role is going to change. She'll handle the ball a lot, but she'll also be taking more shots.
Stacey Dales back in the ball game. Gets the lead pass from Jackson. Has to kick it back out. 5:19 and counting. It's a 10-point game. Jackson to Hill. Shot clock at 10. Ross for 3. Look at Sue Bird go up and get the ball.
Well, I thought Caulfield passed up an open look, and she's got to help out.
She did.
If she's got those open shots, she's got to help her teammates out.
She didn't look like she wanted to shoot that 3-point shot.
And this has been a great crowd for both sides.
Taurasi, a very aggressive pass. Great pass to Asia Jones from Williams, and then Cash with a follow. She's fouled.
Stacey Dale's doing the smart thing as far as staying in the game, keeping herself there. She knows she cannot block the shot. Asia Jones was wide open, but guess what? She distracted her enough to miss it. But again, there is Connecticut with the offensive rebound.
Swin Cash will go to the line. It was the 4th foul on Caton Hill, so they're starting to add up. She and Dales both with 4. Swin Cash makes it an 11-point game.
You know, and on the side we saw Gino Auriemma trying to work out on offense as far as setting the spacing up in the pass. And I've kind of said this is Gino Auriemma is the hand. He knows exactly what's going on, and everybody else is the glove on this team.
Swin Cash has hit 11 out of 13 from the free throw line tonight. Normally only a 69% shooter. But Caulfield again had the 3, then drives and threw it away.
Oklahoma panicking a little bit, trying to rush things. They've got to stay calm within their offense.
Annie, you don't get that many open looks against UConn's defense. You got to take them.
Every opportunity you can, and you only get one chance, it's going to be tough.
Bird. Oh, would that have been pretty just to see the catch made? I mean, unbelievable ball movement, but maybe a little much.
Williams had 5 red jerseys around her, and give credit to Tamika Williams' presence of mind with that snatch and just flicking it out there to Asia Jones, even though it went out of bounds.
21 UConn turnovers. We'd have to search the history books. I can't imagine somebody having 21 turnovers